who present, past, and future sees, whose ears have heard the holy word that walked amongst the ancient trees, calling the lapsed soul and weeping in evening dew, that might control the starry pole and falling light renew. O earth, return, arise out of the dewy grass. Night has worn and the morn rises from the slumberous mass. Turn away no more, while wilt thou turn away? The starry floor, the watery shore, is given thee to the break of day. Good to be with you, friends. It is I, your bard, your spiritual entertainer. Nothing more, nothing less. As you come in, friends, don't forget to touch the top like button. Help a bard out. I do this every day. Comedy and spirituality together for your entertainment privilege. I really enjoy these conversations that we have. I'm finally back home with my cloak. I had to substitute because I forgot my wallet. I forgot my cloak over the weekend. I was out of town. My son's graduation this weekend. Oh, Ash, you are peaceful. Very peaceful, Ash, friend. Good to see you. And Sir Flame Drop the Long, our resident jeweler, is here for all of your jewelry needs. Go check out Sir Flame Drop the Long's page. You want custom-made jewelry, he is your person. Straight out of South Africa. An ELP, my good friend from the United Kingdom. Good to see you, our good friend. And the Goblin. Oh, my. Oh, with the Kermit the Frog. Is that what you have there, Kermit the Frog? He is a goblin, right? I mean, only goblins fall in love with swine, right, Miss Piggy? You have that interesting interbreeding relationship. You got cross species. Could you imagine their children? They're hopping swine, right? Could you imagine the combination? And our good friend, Joe Jenkins. Good to have you here. Now, Jacob is a wonderful delicacy in prisons. They'll take their fruit cups, and they've learned to become chemists in the prison system. They'll take their fruit cups and they'll ferment their fruits to provide the finest in prison liquors. And it's called Jacob. I don't know if you knew that or not. There's a lot of things they do in the prisons, right? They're forced into this form of chemistry, right? It smells nasty, but it does the trick, right? If you are from prison, you know what I'm talking about. Oh, let's see. Who else is here? Farmer Fiona. Always good to have Farmer Fiona is here. What the hell was going on last night? Well, last night we had a gaming stream. We do those in the evenings. And I was narrating from Dungeons of Dread, an Endless Quest series of books. I allowed the participants to make the decisions. I was just the narrator. And it lasted about an hour, which was good, right? Because you could die within the first 5 minutes. So I do these narration streams for entertainment privilege. That's what you saw last night, Fiona. You approve of today's stream with the deep magic. Well, thank you for your approval, my friend. Thank you. And our resident mythicist is here, Kevin, son, great-grandson of Gordie Howe, the Bard of Thrones, season 6, yes. And Turbo Swamvara, you approve of all magic. Thank you. And Hey E is here. Hey E, good to see you, our good friend. Hey E. I am in so much pain. Do gummies really work? They take the edge off. Delta 8 is what I use to really take that edge off. Delta 9 to sleep. So they certainly do work, Fiona. Let's take a moment out for Moon Baby Gummies from our good friends, Galaxy Treats. They have a wonderful shipping program. You just have to contact them online, and it helps take the edge off of life. Our good friends over there at Galaxy Treats. That's free advertisement. You guys need to pay me for that shit. I'm always promoting your product. Jankin, that's how you say your name. Jankin. Oh my, yeah. Bard, you are an idiot, and you're watching, jackass. Good job. We love magic and witchcraft and the devil here. All of that fun stuff. Yeah. That we are accused of, right? Every day, right? And Zappin Braggin is here. Good to see you. Uncle Rob. Oh, shit. And Tubra Makalamakachas. Good to see you. Tubro. Good to have you here. Now, I wanted to talk about, if you read my Substack yesterday, I wrote down, I'm still processing the spiritual experience that I had over the weekend. It's still processing. Last one took me 30 years to process. So, but now I'm still processing. So I wrote it down to share it in a greater detail, my spiritual experience over the weekend of hearing God laugh, right? This weekend I attended my son's, he was graduating from college. So I went to he's at a Roman Catholic college, and they have what is called the baccalaureate mass for all of the students graduating, right? And it had been a long time since I stepped in a church. As the mass was unfolding, I found myself watching the way the people were praying, and I thought it was terrible. They were using their words to keep God at a distance. You're up there, I'm down here, I'm far away. I was, terrified at how these people were enslaving themselves. These patterns were troubling to me. The tone made people feel they are unworthy when they really are worthy. You are worthy, all of you. You are all worthy. Don't buy that bullshit that you are not worthy. You certainly are worthy. No matter what you have done, you always belong to God. And this felt like a barrier to me when I saw this taking place during the liturgy. Then, without warning, something broke open. In a flash, God shows up right in the middle of this mass here with me, and God showed me that none of what I was looking at mattered. None of it mattered. None of my feelings mattered. None of what they were doing mattered. He showed me that love will overcome every obstacle that we build. He showed me that there's nothing strong enough to keep God from reaching us. Nothing. And as this happened, I began to weep, right? I'm a Cancer. And us Cancers, we cry. We're a bunch of crybabies. Cancers, we're always crying all the time. Everything makes you cry, right? If you are a Cancer, you know what I'm talking about. So I was weeping, and I had to force myself out of the experience that I was having because I didn't want my wife to see it because she might think it was a return to church moment. And there's no way in hell she wants to go back to church. So I tried to keep it. I tried to contain it. And unfortunately, I wasn't able to. I didn't want to distract from the events. I didn't want to start I wanted my family to focus on my son, not me. And I tried to resist this experience of God's love, and I couldn't. Now, when the Our Father was being recited, I find myself thinking this way again. I go, this is a terrible prayer, in my opinion, because God is upstairs. Now, people use prayer any way they want to, right? But the way the words were in the prayer is you have the God far away, and you need to be led out of temptation, right? There's a barrier. I don't like that prayer. And God, again, interrupts this thinking that I was having, this negative thinking. And he showed me that the words don't matter. The words don't matter. He showed me that they could be saying anything, and God would still be present. Doesn't matter how they're praying, right? This is what I heard God laughing. In a simple and almost comedic tone. It was like the perfect form of humor. God said to me, I usually just ignore the words. And we both laughed. We laughed. And the sound of that laughter of God made me cry even more. So I was laughing and crying at the same time. A poor Cancer that I am. That's my star sign, losing my grip in the middle of Mass, because we always cry as Cancers. It's one of our burdens that we have. As the service began to end, I began to think of all of the things that people try to stop others from experiencing divine love, like these terrible religions out there, right, that control and manipulate people. This is when I heard that laughter again. It was like a father looking at a small child running up to it to try to attack its father or something, right? And the father's like, well, aren't you precious, right? It was just a form of so wonderful humor at the attempts that we try to make at stopping the love of God and people's lives. You cannot do it. And that's where, I was reminded of Psalm 37, where it says, God laughs at the wicked. Now, people say that to me all the time, right? As a way to demonstrate that God is a dick, right? But this was not a mocking laughter. This was laughter of joy. It helped me to understand that verse in a different context. And this was a laughter of someone who knows that love will win. And I don't think I'll ever be the same after hearing God laugh, right? Yeah. Shagaroth. I mean, that's what it was like. It was funny. It was funny, as you could only imagine. So I wanted to articulate that experience. And that's all in my Substack. I wrote it all down for people if you want to go read it. Now, my Substack is available over in the About Me section. There's my Substack. Let me catch up to your comments here. I'm way, way, way behind here. We got some strange person here. Patrick, I'm going to ban you because I'm going to put you in a timeout for 30 minutes because you keep spamming here. At some point, my moderators will come in here and do their thing. You caught your stream yesterday. Fun stuff. We had a good time, Cool Hand, right? We had a wonderful time yesterday playing, the Endless Quest series book together. And, I narrate. I'm the perfect narrator, I am told. How do you stay in character and laugh? Not laugh? Well, this is the gift of the bard, right? I have a poker face. I could certainly stay in character and not laugh. I mean, sometimes it gets overwhelming where you do laugh, right? I mean, this is some funny shit. Often I enter an altered state of consciousness when I'm on here, and I go to this place of humor, and I'm just amazed, and I start laughing at myself sometimes, right? Local accent makes it easy for you to quit. I don't know what that means. The crackling of Yahweh. Yeah, he's a dick. Misrepresentation is what you're talking about. Are you Jewish? Yes, I am a gay Jewish sorcerer, as I am told here every day, right? Good morning, Oaken Hill Hermit. Shagaroth enjoys a wide variety of cheeses, certainly. Scott, Super Scott is here. Good to see you. The mountain Mino of God. I'm amazing, I know. I'm the best lover you've ever had, right? All right. Justin is being a hypocrite, correcting people because they do not follow your institutional Western version of Christianity. Yeah, I'm not a Christian, sir, so there's no need to correct me. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. I'm not into Satan either. Thank you, Gary. Good to have you here. Which Gary are you? Are you Crooked Gary or the regular Gary? We have so many Garys that come on here. You got one with the crooked wiener that talks about it. Are you regular Gary? Oh, my. Now, we get strange people on here. What is this live? It's entertainment, sir. I mix comedy and spirituality together. Now, we have over 30 people on up here. Can you help a bot out? Go up and touch that like button at the top of your screen. Help a bot out. I do this for a living. I need that money to survive. And your likes help the bot out. You can also join the community. There's a join button down there. For the price of a cup of coffee, you can help a bot out. Become a member of our Discord server. You love my take on things. Thank you. Now, if I did not greet you, it's because of there's thousands of comments on here. I should be considered being part of the centipede. That sounds like an interesting sexual position. The centipede. I'll think about it. I will certainly think about it. Genos is the god of laughter in classic mythology. Yeah, there's not a lot of laughter deities, right? There's not a lot of, people don't want laughter deities. They want ones that are dicks usually, that they feel that they have to appease, right? The Bible has truths enough to puzzle man, honestly. Yeah, so does Harry Potter. I mean, you could find puzzles and truths anywhere. One thing that people have been told to believe is that you can only find God in a book, in a theology. You can find God. Look, let me show you where I find God today. All right? Here's where I find God. You see this? A package of Halls. A package of Halls. How can I find God in there? Think about all the things that have gone in there to make me healthy, to help me to speak. That is God. You can find God in anything. Not necessarily just in a book, right? God is everywhere. There's no separation, right, Paul? Good to see our good friend Paul here for your spiritual entertainment privilege in the morning. Larry, you like Satan? You're trolling the wrong channel, sir. I don't give a shit. Go find a Christian channel to troll. I don't care if you love Satan. Yeah, help the bot out, give me likes, whatever you want to do. Those little smiley faces on the side helps bring people here so I can have a conversation. I do this every day. I mean, I was on vacation this weekend and I still got up early in the morning for all of you extra. And I got up at like 5:30 and was on here, right? And I didn't even have my gear with me. All I had was my stick. Yeah, that was it. The church changed laughter into something degenerate. Yeah, perverts. What is this new religion? Spiritual entertainment. That's what it is, my friend. Nothing more, nothing less. That is what I do. I'm misrepresenting how I found Christians to treat their religion. It's a trinity, not a man in the sky. Yeah, trinity of wieners. That's your religion. You have 3 eternal penises touching one another. I'm not interested. I like vaginas, and I want a vagina for a deity. Thank you. All right. No backtracking. Oh, my goodness here. Why is the deer on the horse? Interspecies dating. Interspecies. We are people of diversity here. We believe in interspecies dating, right? We're waiting for that new, Disney is always educating us on diversity, right? We're waiting for the Star Wars where Chewbacca and Han Solo make love to each other, right? Where Disney, you're always educating us with your movies and TV shows. We want interspecies diversity once and for all. We are tired of all of the bigotry out there against Chewbacca, right? It isn't fair to him or the other Wookiees, right? Oh, my. Cleanse your own soul. Trampus Bowmaster is here for your spiritual entertainment, our walking goat father. He is the master of goats. He has lots of them on his farm, right? He's got wonderful, if you go to his channel, he's got wonderful, beautiful creatures. He is also a walking work of Celtic art piece. That's what he is. He has Celtic tattoos all over his body. Right? Gray magic is okay? No, it's boring. Gray magic is boring. Oh, Dr. Mantis is here. Oh, shit. Oh, my. He's after me. I left the mental institution, and Dr. Mantis here is my psychotherapist. He is trying to get me back in. You can't find me, can you, doctor? I am hiding. I am out here. Jeez. Oh, my. You lost your job? Shit. Sorry to hear that. Oh, God loves me. Yeah, great. That's wonderful. Oh, Jesus used white witchcraft. I don't know. What everything you're reading about Jesus is mythology. You can come to all kinds of conclusions with it. I mean, it's certainly an archetype of Western civilization when it comes to understanding deity. You're free to explore however you want, right? Oh, Rita Lanio, God loves you. Okay, thank you. Oh, thank you. He loves you. Thank you. All right. Is this like a Beatles song? You keep repeating yourself. He loves you. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You keep repeating yourself over and over again. Your uncle is in the background. That's your uncle here. He is a deer. All right. History is cool. Yes, it is. Yeah. They were all of them deceived. Oh, no. Deception. Oh, my, tell us, O wise one, help us to find the light. Come to the light, Caroline. We have the Christians here who are going to lead you out of the darkness. Oh, my. You are trolling me? Of course you are. Oh, they are all deceived, yes. God loves you. Ceridwen loves you, yes. Ceridwen loves you, this I know, for the cauldron tells me so. Little Owen to her belongs, for you it's fun, for them it's wrong. Yes, Ceridwen loves you, yes, Ceridwen loves you, yes, Ceridwen loves you, the cauldron tells me so. That's what I used to sing to my children when they were little. You're trying to get to the dark side? Well, I don't know. Do you think and play me a tune? I'm not that type of bard, sir. I'm a bard of satire, of engaging the culture. I'm not a musician bard. That is a great lack of knowledge to think that only bards do music. Help the bunnies. Yes, we love our rabbits here. If you miss my rabbits, I put videos up during the week of them. You can check out, I have a playlist called Rabbit Cam, where you can catch up to my adorable rabbits. Today it's the tortoise. We're going to be bringing the tortoise here in a few moments for your entertainment privilege. You want me to get her now? Okay. I will go grab my tortoise. She's in our little heat lamp room here. Tortoise, you have fans here who wish to see you. All right. Oh, my sweet tortoise. The fans are calling out for the tortoise. It's time for you to get up. It's time for you. Oh, my tortoise is here. It's hiding. Oh, got a good meal. We have to get you some more lettuce. I'm going to get you some strawberries today. One of our community members donated some money yesterday to buy my tortoise strawberries. She loves strawberries. Oh my, and cucumbers. Oh, those are her favorite food. You see how adorable she is? Look, she's kind of tired. She is tired. Oh, look at that. See all of your wonderful fans there, Madam Tortoise? Oh, they always come to see how beautiful. Now, if you missed any, I have various videos of my tortoise in what is called the tortoise cam, if you want to see her running around the neighborhood and stuff like that. She's such an adorable creature. So I have tortoises, I have hares, and the tortoise always wins. It's true. So there you are. All right, I'm going to put it back in the heat lamp here. It is time to continue your entertainment. Here you go, tortoise. Back to your heat lamp. Back to your... All right, coming back to you, my friends. Spiritual entertainment every day here for about 2 hours every day. I'm on in the morning. Evening times, I do random things like streams from my grove, watching the sun go down. And also I do Dungeons and Dragons streams. I do video game streams, all of that fun stuff. Everything's spiritual to me. There's no separation in my life from what I do. This is all spiritual entertainment. You like modern electronic music, Depeche Mode days. Oh, I love that. I love Depeche Mode. Thank you, Cool Hand Mountain Man. Toss a coin to you, Bard. Toss the coffee. Thank you, my friend, for being a community member. You think about becoming a community member. You get all of these wonderful emojis, and you get to be on our Discord server, and you get to play D&D with yours truly. I will be your dungeon master. Yeah, we have a good time on here. Every day we are here. Stephen, nice to see you. The creatures belongs to Beelzebub, yes. Why not is here as well? Our wonderful, wonderful large brother. Why not, right? Good to have you here. And walking leg pangs, lots of love to you. Thank you. Joaquin, that's how you say her name. I apologize. This fast, Nicole, nice to see you. Nice to see you. Good to have all our good friends. Thomas, tell us a joke. That you have all the power to do that yourself, right? When you disrobe and look in the mirror, you will get the best type of laughing going on there. laughing at yourself. There's nothing more funny than you, right? Please like the stream even more, my friends. Look at this. 30 people on. Go up in there. More touchies. Touch that button up there. Help a bard out. And the high priestess of the orchard is here. Aes Sedai, our good friend. Oh, my. All these wonderful people up here. Captain Picard is here as well. Where's he at? With the stars? Oh, my. Am I German? No, I'm not German. Why do people always say this? Yeah. I am just a normal person. I am not German. There's not a German drop of blood in my system. Oh, my. Jesus Christ of Nazareth lived and died for us. Harry Potter slew Voldemort for you. I mean, where do you want to take this, right? That's like telling people useless information. Doesn't do anything for anyone, right? Repeating your religious phrases. Now, consider this, Christian man. If I took away your religion and your politics, what would be left? What is underneath all of that bullshit, right? Is there a person of virtue down there, right? You are enslaved with your ideologies. Your ideologies don't let you develop as a human being. There's nothing left underneath. If I took away your religion and your politics, what would be there? What's there? What is left? Is there something there that people would admire, that people would be drawn to? Right? Ask yourself that, right? I'm a Reddit atheist. Sure I am. Yeah. I started the program talking about my experience of God over the weekend. So I'm an atheist now. You see, when they don't like what you have to say, they resort to these childish insults, calling me a Reddit moderator and things like that. I am a theist. One solo soldier, good to have you. A fat tub of lard, you need a diet? Oh, shit. Any suggestions? Consume large amounts of fiber. That will help you go to the bathroom a lot. You are not German? Oh, good. Yeah, let's see here. We both picked up a sign. Oh, look at you. Gary, you studied many religions, and you think they're all madness. Yeah, I look at religion as our creativity. It has a time and a place and a context. And these old religions are terrible because their gods were terrible, right? We don't need a religion like that today. We need to take our myths, our traditions, and bring them into the age of Aquarius. In the age of Aquarius, we don't need gods that enslave us anymore. We don't need gods that need worship. Why does your God need to be worshipped? Right? You ever think about that? Why does your God need to be worshipped? That is sad, right? Gods that need worship. Oh, Bruce, good to see you. Hope you have a wonderful day too, our good friend. How are my ventures today? Wonderful. Wonderful. We're having a good time here. Pre-planned arguments don't work against pre-planned arguments that only work against atheists. Yeah. These childish Christian apologetics, right? They're always arguing their religion because they don't have anything to offer humanity with just themselves. So they have to argue for it, right? Where we can't lie, my message history on the app is something to behold. Oh, what kind of history are we talking about? Are you talking about my OnlyFans page? Should I check your history on my other account? Is there a message that you're trying to get to me on there? Your desires for my private parts? Oh my, yeah, I got many lovers on here, right? Yeah, let's see here. Hope she is right. Oh no. Praise the goblin. People laugh at strange gods maybe because they met their own too young and introduced them properly. Yeah. All of our ancestors, you have to understand, we have a finite condition. So we, carry these memories of gods that are given to us by our social condition. That's not how gods really are. That is just our creativity and trying to understand the mystery. And we need to always be refining this understanding, or we'll end up becoming Christians. I mean, these people are enslaved to their religion. Not all of them. Some rise above the enslavement, just like in Islam. You have Sufi Islam, right? They are able to rise out of the the cultural archetype to really experience the divine. People like Saint Teresa of Avila, for instance, experiencing divine intimacy in the context of her mythology, right? She was able to rise above. Brother Lewis is here, the Pope of Dope. Yeah, wonderful, born stoned again Christian. He is rolling up his reefer as we speak here, right? He is one of my players in our D&D game. I can't wait to get back to it this Friday on this channel, Dungeons and Dragons. Last night we did have a good time. There was some community members present for our wonderful game we played last night called Dungeons of Dread. I narrated a classical choose-your-own-adventure style story and allowed the people to participate. They lasted a whole hour without dying. I mean, that's how well they got through it. Oh, let's see here. You're looking for a cool cult to join? There, join us right there. Like and subscribe, my friend. We are the best kind of cult. We have the best orgies and the best kind of Kool-Aid. You have a good time in my cult, my friend. Elijah the shaman is here. Oh my. Oh, let's see here. Oh, this channel is Dread. Oh my. You need a cult? Well, we're here for your cult needs. There's no cult leader like me. There's no cult leader. I released the video, yes, yesterday. It's up there, right? I'm pretty sure it's open to the public because someone commented on it. Let me see here. Your videos, live. It's in the live section. It says public. Yeah, it's on there. It's called Dungeons of Dread. And next one will be Mountain of Mirrors will be our next game. Not tonight, maybe tomorrow or Wednesday night, we'll do Mountain of Mirrors together. We have all of these D&D books that I can narrate for our community. We have a good time. Do I have alcohol? No, not at the moment. Not at the moment. What is this cult about? Well, Rose, spiritual entertainment. We mix comedy and spirituality together. It's the best kind of cult, right? I've learned from all the cult leaders of the world how to operate a cult properly, right? The Kool-Aid, for instance. The Kool-Aid gets you high. It doesn't kill you like Jim Jones, terrible Kool-Aid man. Terrible. Punchy comes out of the wall and dies. That's no fun for anybody, right? And our orgies, they're always open door. I don't lead the orgy. The community leads the orgy, and I join in. I mean, it's the best kind of cult. Let's see. You love Germany. Wonderful. You are an incel. Oh, that's sad, right? Now, these Christians should watch Bill Donahue and expand their knowledge. Yeah, there's a lot of interesting people on YouTube that help educate you about your own tradition, right? And there's nothing to be afraid of. These people can help you to understand and to make your religion better if you allow them to do that. Rather than treating them as an opponent, listen to the people who criticize you, right? See if there's any value in what they are doing. I listened to Christopher Hitchens when I was a Christian, and I said, he is right. Is this compatible with chuds? We do have a few chuds here. Yeah. The alien cult will save us from World War III. Yeah, everyone's talking about aliens, right? Swift Wind Aquarius Cobain is here. The reincarnation of Kurt Cobain. Good to have you here, our friend. This is the cult of the Barbarians. Oh, my. Yeah, all people are welcome here. But I don't have to agree with your ideas. And if you try to push them on me or anyone else, I will certainly let you know how I feel about it. But I welcome all people here. Everyone is welcome here. So make sure you're going up and touching that like button up there at the top of your screen, right above my staff here. That's invisible. It's a blink dog, blinking in and out of existence. Is there an opening in our cult? Well, it depends on how much foreskin you have, right? That's very important. You want to excel. We have a high foreskin tolerance rate. And that is needed for the upper echelon of cult management. Yeah. Chuds that will unite the world. Yeah. Yeah, we had a chud in my D&D campaign. He was this overweight orc, right? He turned out to be a spy and deceived my party. Now he worships one of the people in the party. Oh, the swift hand of just feel the backhand of justice. Yes, thank you, Minsk. Spiritual joke. I totally understand you, bro. Oh, there we go. We have an inner understanding amongst one another, right? Can you roll a d20 for my wizard starting stance? Well, that is, I can't infringe on your dungeon master, right? I can't roll your dice for you. That wouldn't be fair. There's your nat 20 right there by Sir Goblin. Yahweh asks you to kneel. Yeah, he's an evil God. My God asks you to hug. Right? At some point, you won't be able to resist. What I saw this weekend, in terms of my spiritual experience, you just want it. I felt like an ocean of love coming down, just swallowing everything up. No one resisted. No one got in the way. Nothing got in the way. Your terrible deeds, your bad ideas. Everyone was embraced. I'll never be the same after what I experienced this weekend, seeing that power, that love, knowing that everything really is going to be okay. Right? Whether you believe it or not, you're going to be embraced and you're going to enjoy it. There's no judge, my friends, waiting for you at the end of time. There is only a lover, someone madly in love with you, a love that you won't want to resist. You'll be like, why did I resist it? Look how wonderful this is. That's what you're going to happen to you at the end. You're going to be, why did I resist it? This is wonderful. And you'll have a joke. You'll have a laugh about it. Look how dumb I was. This is wonderful, right? That's how God feels about you, right? Thank you. Thank you, Hee. Dungeons and Dragons is the opposite of Jesus. Oh, what does that got to do? A mortal observer within, our good druid friend is here. Good to see you. And Daniel, you're still wailing. You are here with us, Sir Daniel the Wailing. He is knighted by Queen Elizabeth and for his wailing in the world. You like crack? Not for me. Not for me. Good morning to you as well, my friend. We are waiting for you to roll. Yeah, roll it. Right there. There's a nat. You can get it. If you're a community member, you have all of these emojis. One is a nat 20. One is a nat 1. Right. What is my pet dragon, Steve? Oh, you know Steve, my lover? We meet up between the hours of 4:20 and 6:30 at 7-Eleven, usually in the bathroom. Thoughts on China spraying hormone-disrupting chemicals in shipping containers? All nations that have power are trying to kill their people, right? And hurt others. There's no one that doesn't do that. Maybe the Canadians, right? They don't do that shit. The Canadians place a virtue and great culture. I talked about that yesterday, how I learned. Now, Trampus is a Canadian. He might get a kick out of this. I learned about Canadian culture from watching Strange Brew when I was younger. Oh, I want to be Canadian, right? They go around finishing their sentences with A, right? So I thought, when I'm older, I'm going to go to Canada and try to communicate with my neighbors here. And I went over to Windsor and I tried finishing my sentences with, first with the person, the border guard, who wants to make sure you don't have any drugs or any open substances in your automobile. I have no drugs, A. And he just gave me a dirty look. And then I go to the tavern. And I'm like, where are your giant containers of beer? I saw it on Strange Brew. There should be giant containers of beer here. Where are they at, bartender? And he thought he thought I was being rude. And what really helped me to realize that this was not the culture, it was just an entertainment, was when I was trying to pick up someone at the bar. And I'm like, are you going my way? And it didn't work out. I went home all alone that night with my A. Yeah, so Canadian culture is very diverse. Strange Brew just is a very peculiar version. If you haven't seen Strange Brew, you need to. That is a very classic movie from the early 80s. You'll never forget it after you watch it. Like, how can he hold in all of that beer? He drinks a whole giant container of beer and puts out fires with his urine. The Lord has deemed you a loser. Fuck your Lord. In fact, fuck all lords, and fuck even my own Lord. Now, how can I do that with such courage, right? Because I know that I'm loved. And even in my own folly, the love of the All-Father is greater than any type of insult. It is just a small pebble in an ocean of love. And my God is one of satire and knows that I have a sense of humor. I could tell all of your gods to fuck off with the greatest courage. Can you? Are you afraid to tell your own God to fuck off? If you cannot do that, you are enslaved. You don't know the love that has been given unto you yet. Hopefully one day you can tell your own God to fuck off, right? Because if you can't do that, you are living in fear. You are living in bondage. You should be able to do anything and know that you will always be loved and you cannot lose it. There's no God out there who's trying to destroy you. There's no God out there writing your shit down, ready to punish you. There's only a God who is your lover, right? We punish ourselves. The things that we do, the things that we think, we create our own prisons. We create our own pain. We create our own hells. There's no ultimate hell waiting for you, only ultimate love. Let's see here. God is infallible. I would hope so. And only in love, right? She gets angry. Oh, yeah. Kedidwin loves you, right? Praise the great ancestor Kedidwin. Yeah. She is wonderful. Kedidwin is a wonderful ancestor, right? Oh, the Monhead loves you. Yeah. Whatever you want to call it. Now, I relate to God in male and female. Kedidwin is the lady for me. And Jesus is the archetype of fatherhood. And that's what I experience two voices, the feminine and the masculine. That's how I've experienced the divine. There's never been like a blend. I'm loved by a father. I'm loved by a lover. I'm loved by a mother. Those are the forms of love that I've been able to experience. It's all love. Yeah, this is all love that we experience in this world, right? It's a wonderful, wonderful reality. Oh, someone is Bible thumping. Yeah, well, I'm going to start making fuck your God t-shirts in the future. Let's see how that gets them all riled up. Right, if you cannot say that to your God, what does that say about your God? Now you say, oh, I respect your God. No, you don't. You're afraid of your God. You should be able to tell everybody in your life to fuck off. If they love you, they'll still stick around. Right? You should be able to do that, right? Oh, let's see here. I'm doing great. Thank you, Chilled Martin. Thank you. The goddess loves you all. Yes. That's Gnostic. That's similar to the Awan, you think? Yeah. Are you doing, man? Yeah, I'm having a good time is what I'm doing. As you're coming in, friends, don't forget to touch the like button. I'll be here another hour and 20 minutes telling your gods to fuck off. Right? And there's nothing that's going to happen to me. Nothing at all. Right? Can you do that? Think about that. Can you tell your own God to fuck off? Right? Why have a terrible God that cannot love you beyond that? Right? This is a terrible way. If you can't tell your gods to fuck off, then they don't love you. They don't love you. They are just in it for you to perform for them. All these gods that you cannot tell to fuck off, they are terrible. They are wicked. They are evil. Right? Praise Sophia. Yeah. Are you a Gnostic? No, I think there's people on here who are Gnostic, right? I think it's a terrible religion because the world I live in is not evil created by some dimurge. The world I live in is a place of creativity and love. It is a wonderful place. There's no spark. Everything's a spark. It's just one big flame igniting, and you participate in the fires as you grow in your perception of what is already here. When you realize how wonderful you are and how wonderful the world you live in is, you grow in your perception, right? So I am not a Gnostic. Now I like Gnostic things. I think the Gnostics preserved the Christian memory more appropriately than the canonical Gospels. The Gospel of Truth is my book, where you have a God coming just to show you back to the embrace. He doesn't die for sins. He dies because he becomes human. That's why he dies. That is an act of love, an act of sacrifice to get you back on track, to get you back in the arms of the All-Father. That I can really run with. Yeah. Let's see here. I'm more of like Lewis. Lewis is a Hermeticist and a stoned again Christian. I'm probably around that, right? He practices Harry Potterism. Yes, what if I did? There are people that do that, right? They have used the myths of Harry Potter or Star Wars to try to interpret the world they live in, right? There's nothing wrong with that. Latasha is here. Thank you, Latasha, for stopping in to see us and touching that like button at the top there. Thank you, our good friend Latasha. Oh, wonderful. Yes, I am here every day, my friends. Every morning I am here. Now, tomorrow morning I'm going to be on a little bit later. I have to go to my monthly doctor appointment and get all kinds of wonderful injections in my back for my arthritis. Oh, man, my pain is terrible right now. I had to sit in these tiny little chairs for hours watching graduation this weekend. Kedwin loves you. Oh, man. You think this is Zelda? Zelda? Oh, don't get me started. Don't get me started. Zelda has been running a campaign of misinformation since the beginning. Ganon is a true creature of virtue. They made him look like a pig. He is no pig. He is a powerful force of righteousness. He gathers all of the forsaken out of the forests of Hyrule. All of these wonderful goblin creatures, he has gathered them and given them purpose, given them their own dungeons, right? What does Princess Zelda do? She's afraid to lose her power, right? She's afraid to lose her power. That's what's going on. And she manipulates a little elf gentleman who has got all of these erotic desires for Princess Zelda. She uses him and manipulates him to go around killing all of these wonderful beings in the forests of Hyrule. Don't accept the propaganda, my friends. Princess Zelda should be dethroned. Hyrule needs to be free. Freedom for Hyrule, my friends. Freedom. Yeah, Ganon did nothing wrong, right? Druidry isn't religious, but it can be. It certainly can be. It has been in the past, and it certainly can be in the future, right? It's mostly a spirituality, but it could be your only thing, right? I guess I could say for myself, it is a spirituality, but not a religion, right? There's no like rules I follow. There's no, but for some people, that's all they do. That is their religion, right? That's the beauty of modern Druidry. You can do it any damn way you want to, right? It's a wonderful, wonderful. You don't have to belong to an order. Some of you belong to Druidic orders like myself. You don't have to do that. It's something very common to humanity, and it's wonderful. You knew leprechauns were strange? Well, there's a lot of diversity. You had a sexual encounter with a leprechaun. You know, you are in it for the pot of gold, right? That's a metaphor for the best kind of sex. Yeah. Well, you can do it any way you want. Yeah. Is Satan gay? I don't know. I haven't checked. You're a bartender and your work doesn't start till 5. Yeah, that's difficult work to do, right? You're standing for hours on end, but they make a shitload of money if you're a bartender. But it also can be very dangerous at the same time because you have to deal with people who are abusive and are crude and rude, right? And sometimes will annoy you after work. But you get to hear people's stories sometimes, some in more intimate settings in bars. The bartender is like the priest, right? You come in and confess your sins, and he is there to encourage you with a shot of Jack Daniels, right? But that's a difficult work that you're doing. But I'm sure you are well paid for it, right? I'll give you a good tip if you are my bartender. Is Natalie here? Someone is saying, morning, Natalie. Reiki master, a wonderful diviner, Natalie. She's got a wonderful channel where she gives you readings, right? If you want to hear like the energy of the day. Natalie does that. It's a wonderful channel. Always encouraging, always inspiring. You are a Cherokee shaman, and you are the reincarnation of Kurt Cobain. Nature is your stepmother. Well, nature is a wonderful reality, right? What we see as cruelty is sometimes it's just a way of nourishing, right? Sometimes when your parents, they admonish you, you find it a violation of your freedom, right? But it really isn't a violation. It's to help you. Like when a hurricane comes, right? That pisses everyone off because your homes are destroyed. But if the hurricane doesn't come, then all of the atmosphere becomes out of whack, right? Then there might be a tsunami or an earthquake after that, right? So nature is a wonderful thing, right? That we're all a part of. Your potions are too strong for me. Can you brew me an ale? You mix potions, right? Can you brew me an ale? Be blessed. Be blessed. You got your class coming. Thank you for stopping in, the High Priestess of the Orchard. Glad that you came in today to experience spiritual entertainment before you begin your work day. Have a great day. You're an East Essex Cherokee. You just got ignored. I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, it's terrible how Indigenous people are treated, right? It's terrible, right? You have a problem with your flatulence. You're farting too hard. What am I supposed to do about that? You want advice? Put a cork up your ass. That's the best I can do. Can you fix your reputation? Well, you could start wearing pants. I mean, if you're tired of being ridiculed for your private part size, pants is a good option to shield you from what's going on around you in your environment. What about elephants? I don't. What about elephants? What are you doing to the elephants? What do you mean, what about the elephants? Leave our elephants alone, damn it. You get aroused at seeing that long trunk. There's something wrong with you. There's something seriously wrong with you. Yeah, don't do politics, you will get deleted. What kind of cult is this? Spiritual entertainment. I mix spirituality and comedy together. Every day I'm here, engaging my culture as a good bard with my gift of satire or bardinism. Yeah. SpongeBob, when he got the suds. Yeah, I didn't watch a lot of SpongeBob because I was a Christian at the time, and they said that was bad. You could learn all kinds of demonic things. Look, he became gay. See, they were right. That's what turned all of my family homosexual, watching SpongeBob. See, we should have listened to the church elders, right? Oh, let's see here. It used to be huge, yeah. Oh, let's see. Your son was asking about the beings of the fourth detention. I had explained him the tower card energy. Yeah, I don't know anything about any beings. Yeah, leave our elephants alone, damn it. Dylan Morrow. Ceridwen is the way, the truth, and the cauldron. No one comes to the Awen but by her. Thank you, Brother Dylan. A great lover of the goddess here, Dylan. We love Ceridwen here too, my friend. We are all servants of the goddess. We go around in the world, go out into all the world and spread the Awen, she said to us. Remember that? She says, you cannot be a follower of mine if you do not take up your cauldron and inspire people. Yes, you must take up the cauldron, my friend. Take up the cauldron. Spread the good word of the goddess, Ceridwen, into all of the world, right? Oh, let's see. I was a Christian at the time, so you switch like you want. Yeah, if the religion is shitty, I usually leave it. Yeah, that's what I do. The Song and Fire by Twilight by Wing Chung in the movie, The Breakfast Club, was underrated. That was a great cultural moment, right? I still listen to the music from that show. What is that? What is that one big one? Don't You Forget About Me. I still listen to that. That was wonderful culture back then, right? That really transformed the world. That movie, The Breakfast Club, right? The music that it brought into the world. Ceridwen is queen of all. Thank you. All other goddesses and gods will bow before her. Yes, I am a monotheist too, my friend. Ceridwen is the only true goddess here. There is no other gods here but Ceridwen. There's only one cauldron. There's only one Awen, and that comes from the goddess. You are going to hell. Yeah, fuck your God. I'm not going to hell. There is no hell. You people make that shit up and trying to scare the God. It doesn't work. I know one thing is the only thing I know about deity. I don't understand deity. I don't know what it is, but I know that I'm loved. I am certain of that. I am not afraid of my God. I am not afraid. I am sorry that you are afraid of your God. And I remember what it was like to live in doubt, to live in fear, to live in shame, always worried if the God is still going to be there at the end of the day. I remember living that way. And what a terrible way to exist, right? To live in a state of unworth. The truth is you are worthy. You are worthy. You are worthy to receive all of the blessings. You are worthy to receive all of the love of the divine. There's nothing separating you from that except your own perception right now. Stop believing in this bullshit of the Christian church that you are not worthy, that you are a terrible sinner. This is all a deception. It is all a lie. You are worthy. There's no God who is pissed off at you. Yes, you've done things wrong. Big deal. You're still loved. No matter what you've done, big deal. You are still loved. This is the thing. If you are a parent, you know, you have a responsibility to love your children unconditionally. You made them, right? You have a responsibility to love them unconditionally, no matter what they do. Now, you don't have to agree with what they're doing. You don't have to participate in it, but you do have to love them. How much more the divine? How much more of a parent do we have in the divine? How much more of a lover do we have in the divine? Think about that. Stop living in shame, Christian. Stop living in fear. You see, you repeat these phrases on the internet here because you're living in fear, right? Oh, I have to please the God. If I'm not talking about it, it will get upset. I won't be, he who denies me will be denied before the Father. Fuck whoever said that. That is an evil, evil saying. You will never be denied. You will, no matter what you do, you will never be denied. You are a finite being. You are a being made to be loved. Blasphemy, yeah, fuck your God. What are you going to do? Nothing. Yeah, God was one of them. He went to hell and rose to heaven. Sure he did. Oh, my. Ceridwen is the only way. Yes, I agree, my friends. In the beginning was the cauldron, and the cauldron was with Ceridwen, and Ceridwen was with the cauldron, and all of the Awen proceed forth from the cauldron. Ceridwen chapter 1, verse 1. Behold, Ceridwen stands at the door and knocks. Will you let her in and receive the Awen before it is too late? Before Giwain takes all of the Awen for himself and becomes the radiant brow. Taliesin. Get the Awen before it's too late, my friends, before it is all gone. Come to the goddess. Receive the goddess, Christians. Christians, receive the goddess into your life before it is too late. Receive her as your maiden, mother and crone. Open your heart to Ceridwen. Open your hearts, my friends. Oh, my. Did you earn the hair, or did it come that way? Well, what do you mean by that? You talking about this? This was pre-designed, of course. That's why I bought it. I'm like, that looks just like my rabbit. You could see my rabbit and my rabbit. There's a playlist called Rabbit Cam, where you see my rabbits on here. Yeah, I got a new playlist. Walnut Witch, Cauldron for Life. We are all devoted to the cauldron here. Cauldrons for all. Thank you, my good friend. Thank you, my good friend. Yeah, I have a new playlist called Elder Scrolls, if you like humor from the Elder Scrolls. I imitate the Talos preacher quite a bit, or Stendar, the preacher of Stendar. Lots of humor called, and that's in the Elder Scrolls playlist. And usually every day I get an exorcism on here by a Christian. That's a popular one right now. That is my most popular playlist, is my daily exorcism playlist. At some point here, I will get a casting out of a demon. I mean, that's the only thing I prepare for a show. Now, unless I'm doing a topic, like the beginning of the show, I talked about my spiritual experience over the weekend, right? And if you missed that, that is in my Substack. Now, my Substack's all free if you want to subscribe to it. In the About Me, there's a link to my Substack if you're interested. Oh, let's see here. The Elder Scrolls. Do you have the Elder Scrolls? As a hedge-riding Druidic pagan, I legit appreciate what you do. Sleep next to Kernos and Celadwin statues to hold your pens and wristwatch. Welcome here, our good friend Sabbat Origin. Good to have you here. We have lots of friends from all different religious experiences, right? And spiritualities. Spiritual entertainment is for all. And Celadwin is a wonderful goddess for me of spiritual entertainment. You cannot do an exorcism, you blasphemer. No, you assholes do that. You do the exorcism on me. You cast out the devil. And I clip it out and put it in a playlist for people to be entertained by your great powers. Hail the All-Father, Odin. Keranos visits Natalie's garden. She told us about it. He's a wonderful being, the forest father, Keranos. If you think Christianity ain't shit, you sure do talk a lot about. Yeah, it's because I come from it. I was a Christian for 30 years, and I know it quite well. The goddess has me engage Christians to help lead you out of your enslavement. I was exposed to all of this fundamentalism for 30 years of my life, and now I help people to escape it by one simple truth: you are loved. That's it. You are worthy. You are of value. And your religion, it gets in the way of that, unfortunately. Tells you you are not worthy. Tells you you're only loved when you're doing what the God wants. Well, fuck your God. Fuck all gods that tell you you have to do anything. Come to Christ. How do you know I'm not? Do you not hear the words I'm saying? I'm talking about being loved by God. Is that not Christ? Can you not recognize it? Are you that blind by your evil God, Yahweh, who is a real devil here? Oh my, see here. Thanks for addressing your comment. Well, I tried to get to all of them. I get, several thousand comments each show, and I can only engage with what's on the screen. So sometimes you'll have to bring it up. Let's see here. You wouldn't be on the pimping. That's right. Yeah. Submit to Rome. Rome. Hell is real. Yeah, screw your hell. Screw your God. Nothing's going to happen to me. Right? Nothing is going to happen to me at all. Jesus is not a demon. Yours is. Look what he's making you do. Act like an asshole. That's a demon to me. Oh, man. Yahweh is a terrible God. He only wants obedience. He doesn't give a shit about you. All roads lead to Rome. And when in Rome, be gay. Yeah. Let's see here. Near-death experience proves hell. Sure it does. You ever go to India and look at their near-death experiences? Oh, I saw Shiva. All the near-death experiences is your DMT dump. And it's too bad that many of you Christians, you're always going to hell when you die, when you have your near-death experiences. Because your God is terrible. That's why. Right? You worship earthly things. And you worship imaginary beings that are assholes. Why do you create a God that's an asshole, that you can't see, that you have to make believe about? Right? That's no fun for me. Even Celtic pagan believed in hell and immortality of the spirit. Generalization. When you say Celtic, you're talking about several different tribes that use the same language, had different beliefs. The gods of my Welsh ancestors are not the same kind of gods of their cousins across the waterway in Ireland. And the gods in Ireland are certainly not the same kind of gods that my wonderful Scottish ancestors had. And my Scottish ancestors don't have the same gods as the northern French Celts, the Brythonic Celts they had. So you are generalizing when you say Celt. Not all Christians are the same, right? Not all Celts are the same. Be careful with your generalization, right? Let's see here. I'm a father spider. Look at that. Celtic people were not monolith. Yeah, they were quite diverse. You're speaking about traditions. Now, I'm inspired by my ancestors. And from that inspiration, I do what I do. Now, before Abraham was, you were. Good for you. Good for you. There is only one God, and any other God is a demon. Prove it. You can't prove any of this shit. You make it all up. And not all gods are demons. Some gods are nice. Oh, let's see here. Can I roll the dice? Yes. Someone give him a nat 20. You are Celtic and Irish and you know nothing? Yeah, sure I do. Sure you are. You are Celtic and Irish and you know everything. Sure you do. You don't know shit. For speaking truth, yeah, let's see where the report. Someone's reporting me. Oh, no. Oh, you know, YouTube, they laugh at these reports, right? They laugh at them out. Look at this, another annoying person on here. You look mental. I am. I've lost my damn mind. And that's okay. It's okay to lose your mind because you're still loved when you're at your worst. You're loved when you're at your best. You're loved when you're at your worst. And if I lose my damn mind, my God loses its damn mind with me because that's how much I am loved. It reaches down into my insanity and brings me back up into its embrace. What about your God? I am Irish. Where are you from? Germany? No, I am not from Germany. I don't know why. Do I sound German? Do I whip out my Wiener Schnitzel at you? No, I'm not German. I am from the penis of the United States. That is where I'm from. Let's see. Either way, you are loved. Makes sense. Because that is the truth. That's the truth your religions don't want you to know. Because once you realized your value and purpose in this world, you don't need them. They don't want you to not need them. They need you to need them to exist, right? You shouldn't need them, right? Now, I'm not against institutions helping you to find your way in life. I'm not against teachings to help you find the way. But the way that religion is now is the opposite. You have to have their ideas in order to have purpose. You have been scammed, right? Let's see here. Do I worship the devil? No, you probably do. Right? Let's see here. Irish are the Celts of the world, so what's your favorite game? The Celts of the world. I'm more inspired. Now, Irish people make up the bulk of my ancestors, but I'm inspired by the Brythonic Celtic tradition. That's what I take inspiration from myself. Yeah, I am from Detroit, yes. What is when good is your father and yourself? Mommy made mistakes. I don't understand where you're going with that. People make some strange ass comments on here. As you're coming in, friends, you see it, like button. When I get to 100, I'll end the show, right? So keep giving them. I got another hour to be here. Let's see here. Oh, where are we at? Love is just love if you don't judge or punish or ask for blood sacrifice. See, the idea of punishment, as a father, I don't tell my children, if you don't do what I say, I'm going to put you in the barbecue afterwards. That's not punishment. That is a tactic of destroying someone for not doing what you want. Punishment is helping them to learn and to grow. That is punishment, right? And this is a part of our existence, is to be able to learn remorse and to move on, to be healed. A God of infinite resource doesn't need to torment you. It needs to enter in from the inside and show you the right way. That is more appropriate than torturing someone for all eternity. When you see the ultimate, think about all these chemicals, right, in your mind, right? When you see someone you're attracted to, you want it, right? You want to be with them. That is a natural response to this desire that you have within you. Like, I want to be with that person. I have a desire for them. When you see the ultimate being of desire, which is the divine, you will want it. You won't want to run away. You will say yes, right? Your free will is given to you, as you say. You have free will, right? For the ability to choose what is good, what is of value. You will certainly want to be embraced by the divine when you see it in all of its goodness, in all of the joy and positivity. You will not be able to resist such love. Oh, let's see. You love Detroit. It's a great place, right? Is it wrong to be gay, Bard? Why would it be wrong? Being gay is a lot of fun. I don't know why it would be wrong. God is not a mate, though. Why not? Why can't God be your lover? Right? Is your sexuality so perverse that it doesn't involve divinity? When I make love to my wife, I'm making love to God. My wife is not separated from the divine. Our love is wonderful. Why cannot you receive that type of love, right? Now, obviously, it's not biological. That is for humans. But the intimacy that you experience out of sexuality is divine. It changes you. It transforms you. Divine eros is what the ancients would call it. Do I support Satanism? I support the temple of Satan, the satanic temple, because they are patriots. They use satire to defeat the evil in our culture of a nation hijacked by religious fanatics. I support them. I don't support Satanism. I support this. They don't even believe in the devil, the satanic temple. I support that. They use their satire to defeat the enemy. They take their own dark symbols of the opposition and rub it in their face. Look at how stupid you are. Religious freedom, my ass, right? There's no religious freedom where I live. I can't run around naked in the backyard and worship the goddess. I don't have religious freedom. Christians do. Not everyone has religious freedom. Yeah. We have a great foundation here in the United States. We have a wonderful foundation that should allow for freedom, right? And there's some checks and balances with that, right? Because unbridled freedom eventually there can lead to tyranny. Unbridled freedom. You have to have sovereignty in that. You have to have a connection to the land. You have to have that reality of finding value in the natural as a stability, as an anchor, right? That's why I like kings and queens and all of that stuff, because you have that with that in a constitutional monarchy. You're supposed to anyways. But unbridled freedom, look what it's going. It's making us go mad here, right? But these are important things that I have in where I live in my country. These things, what holds them back is religious ideology, right? But that's enough politics for me today. And that's not really politics. That's just more of my opinion. Now, let's see here. Who is Bobby the Butcher? What, the Debbie Bobby Bouchard? Is that a politician or something? Who is your favorite bard? Myself. That's it. Now, you could say everyone will default to Taliesin. That's the mythology. That is the culture, right? In terms of poetry, the greatest of bards to me is William Blake. That is where I take my inspiration from. He is the ultimate bard. He is the ultimate druid. You know, the things he would say, they transform the way you live. That's why at the beginning of the show, I started out with the voice of the bard comes from his poetry, right? So he is the ultimate. There's many people I admire that are modern bards that don't often are associated with the tradition of bard. Let's see here. When did he answer? It didn't really read your comment. Well, this entitlement for comments is a simple fix. If you want me to hear your comment, become a community member, because you can make your comment appear in green, right? If you want me to hear it. There's thousands of comments that come through here. I cannot read them all. I am limited in my abilities of entertainment to address all comments, right? Let's see here. Do I believe in aliens? I am an alien. I am an alien. I come from a galaxy far away. David Bowie is your favorite druid. David Bowie was not a druid. David Bowie was a musician. And he was a wonderful musician. When you're saying bard, you're being specific to a tradition that connects you to the ancestors, a tradition that connects you to the divine. David Bowie anybody can be a musician, not everyone can be a bard, right? That is a very specific tradition, that just because you play an instrument doesn't make you a bard. Just because you can sing a wonderful song doesn't make you a bard. Being a bard is being a part of a tradition. I'm part of a tradition of bards. I'm a member of an order of bards. It has a context. Let's see here. There's me with a green name commenting. Pure shit. Yeah, there's some type of ability that I don't know how to use it, because I'm not a member of the community, that you can highlight your comment in green. I don't know how to do that, but that's what YouTube says that community members can do. And I've seen other members do it. I don't know how to do it. Let's see here. Where are we at here? What in the Game of Thrones is this? We're not having sex here. This isn't Game of Thrones. I could lose my monetization if this was Game of Thrones, with all their different sexual positions they did just about on every show, right? Your voice is the instrument. That's right. Your voice for a traditional bard, the voice is the real power, not the instrument, not the poem. It's the voice that connects people to the ancestors. It's the voice that connects people to the divine, right? That's very important. Without that, the tradition isn't proper. The voice is very important for bardic life. Let's see here. Lust is a primal force. Transmuting in the body gives you a creative energy. That's certainly true. We should guide our passions and spiritualize them, right? This is part of growth, is learning to control yourself, learning to heal your sometimes bad choices that you want to do with yourself, right? Like anger, for instance. Anger is a great power. But if you leave it unbridled, right, you have to teach a child how to control their anger. Because if you don't, they'll be throwing temper tantrums in the store, right? And then they'll start doing that as an adult, right? You have to guide the energy of anger into a positive reality. And the same thing with your sexuality, right? Or you'll be humping walls when you're older, right? Gooning in the McDonald's drive-thru and having someone take a picture of it, right? Let's see here. You're all pathetic. Oh, did someone get hurt? Oh, you don't have to be here. Greetings. I hope you're having a peaceful day. Thank you, Mark. Mark Lopez, our good friend here. Good to have you here. Oh, my. Kedwin loves you. Yes. Look up the 3 traitors of the Gnostic in the Gospel on Google. Yeah. There's lots of stuff out there, right? There's lots of interesting information out there. Everything is made of energy. That's right. Tooling around, right? You are energy, and energy, you can manipulate it. You can help transform it. You can grow, right? You're going to be back to the energy form. Your matter is going to be gone, right? And you'll be in an energy form. I would be an excellent dungeon master. I am a dungeon master. We play every Friday on here. You can watch our D&D games, right? Last night, I was a dungeon master. I narrated a Dungeons and Dragons solo adventure for people watching last night, if you were here. I've been a DM for probably Full time, I would say 2015, around there. I don't know. Before then, I just messed around and played. But when Roll20Net came out, that's when I really got deep into it. You want to drink the Christian Kool-Aid? Oh, no. You worry about hell constantly as a Christian. Well, why? The problem is not the hell that you're worrying about. The problem is how you think about God. You've been given a God by your Christianity as one you must perform to or else. Now think about that. If you were a father or a mother, would you treat your children that way? Would you scare them into obedience? Do you think your children would ever love you? This is a fiction. This idea of hell. It's created to control you. And as long as you're being controlled, you're not loving. You're enslaved. That's why you feel the way you do. This is not what God is. God is always loving you. God is always on your side. Even when you're at your worst, there's someone there loving you. There's no hell that is awaiting anyone. This is an evil and terrible teaching created by the church to control you. Now think about it. You say you're a Christian. Would you go to church if there was no hell? Probably not, because the God is terrible, right? Probably not, if you're honest. Can you sell your soul? It doesn't belong to you. It is all of ours. You can't sell what doesn't belong to you. We are one humanity together. We are not one's property. We share this experience of our humanity together. There's no selling it. The timers ran out. Oh, they keep coming back here to annoy the shit out of us. Hail Sophia. Hail Talos. Talos, my friends, is the only true God here. Don't receive any of these deceivers. The Thelmor. They are vile, vile elven folk. Terrible, terrible beings, the Thelmor. Talos is the only true God of the Nords. We must join Ulfric, my friends. Join the rebellion. The Imperials have been deceived by the evils of the Thelmor. Don't accept their lies. Don't accept this terrible thing, this invasion upon our culture, trying to take away Talos. Talos is what makes us Nords. Talos is the truth of our history, of our people. Talos is the only thing that is good. Talos, we love you, Talos. Talos, you are everything. Talos, I love you. There you are, my friends. There's your Talos preaching for the day. Let's see here. Kedwin loves you. Talos loves you too. You are here, Daniel? Good. May God change your life. May God change your life. Right? May God change your life. I'm not enslaved. I'm not enslaved to my God. My God loves me. I'm not afraid of anything. When you know that you're loved by the infinite reality, you don't live in fear anymore. When you know your value, when you know your purpose, there's no fear. Repent and give the life to Christ. You need to repent. You're living in fear. Repent out of your fear. Repent out of your evil religion that puts God far away from you. You need to repent. Do I do any LARPing? Of course I do. I dress up as a wizard at night. Jesus solos. All right, Kedwin solos for you. Oh, my. Kedwin solos for you. Jesus solos, thank you. Yeah, you don't like it when I call you. My neighbor gets pissed off all the time. I'm always calling him Jesus. My neighbor's name is Jesus. He's always getting pissed off. Oh, my. Where are we at here? Only you have the power. You like Willie in the forest whale? What kind of pervert are you? Leave our whales alone, damn it. They don't want to see your little tree, your little bush. You're out on the banks there of Iceland. You're running around the beaches there looking for beached whales to have your way with them. Now, that is the newest form of perversion that I've ever heard about in this world. Someone screwing beached whales. You are the champion of perverts here today. And there's all kinds of strange perverts here on YouTube. And you, sir, have won the achievement. STEAM achievement across the stream. Whale pervert. Congratulations. Oh, my goodness. Have you forgotten your lessons? Oh, my. We have Christian friends as well. I am friends with everyone, right? I am friends with everyone. There's good Christian people that they understand satire. They understand humor, right? There's a lot of good Christian people here. Let's see here. Where are we at here? Damn, he roast him. Yeah, I do that all the time. I like roasting people. The best people to roast are the Christians. They come on here with all their crazy shit every day. I see. Thank you for that. You're welcome, Freya. What a wonderful goddess you are. What is going on here? I don't know. I just show up here and talk to people. You bring all the fun. Now go up and like the stream. Up there's a like button, my friends. Like and subscribe every day. The cauldron of the goddess never runs dry here. She is always pulling something out for you. The Awen is always flowing here in the form of comedy, in the form of satire, spiritual entertainment for you. Go away, Satan. That's not a proper exorcism. You must rebuke me if you want Satan to leave. Go away, Satan. That doesn't work. We have a few Christian members. Yeah, we have members from all religions that are part of our community. Pagan, Jew, Muslim. We have all kinds of heathens as well, and deities, all together atheists, under the banner of spiritual entertainment. We have a good time together. Be gone. That doesn't work either. You have to use the name of Jesus. Let's see. Why are you covering one eye like an Illuminati? Because I'm a member of the Illuminati. I'm trying to get to the top. The insults never stop, right? You just saw a Diddy projection on TV. Yeah, there's always these children on here, right? Yeah, that doesn't apply to zealots. Yeah. Yeah. At a proper exorcism, you must use the rebuke. That is the only thing the Guinness Book of World Records will accept, is I turn in my playlist of daily exorcisms. Go check it out. I get a demon cast out of me every day. One time this month, I didn't have an exorcism. But they have all kinds of strange things that they do here, the Christians. Let's see here. You like baby oil? That's your thing? Yeah. Zealots were known as such because they carried daggers. That's what zealot means. Or you're talking about the biblical scholarship of the zealot faction over there in that tradition, right? Yeah, they were using their form of Judaism for violence, right? There was all kinds of Jewish traditions during that time. There was no Bible. Everyone was doing it their own way. The Bible is an invention of the church. Oh, let's see here. You know, good. We are glad that you know. Yes. As you're coming in, friends, don't forget to go up, touch the like button up there. We're trying to get it to 100 today. We can do it. You can do this. 100 likes, right? We can do this today. Crazy YouTube is hilarious. It is. Yeah, I've learned all kinds of new, leaving Christianity when I did last year and coming on YouTube and doing this, I've learned all kinds of new perversions. I'm like, that make me want to go back to church. I'm like, wow. You're so glad you stumbled upon this stream. Thank you for your subscription. Our wonderful goddess Freya on here. What an ignorant moron. Why do you say that about yourself? Now, your mirror is for grooming, not for insulting yourself, sir. Please don't be calling yourself names. Have some dignity when you're combing your hair. Oh, my goodness here. Father, forgive them, for they don't know what they are doing. Yeah, well, screw your God. Yeah, if a God doesn't understand that I'm a finite being, prone to err, trying to do my best, in the world, then he can fuck off. No, thank you. We also have Discord. Think about becoming a good community member. Yeah. If you go to the join button down below, you can buy me a small, medium, or large coffee, and you get all kinds of cool emojis, and you become part of our Discord server. There'll be a link for Discord membership there, where we have wonderful conversations. We got all people from different religions and non-religions together. We play Dungeons and Dragons together like we did last night. We did the solo adventure last night. We have a good time here, right? You are my perversion druid. You leave those trees alone, Mr. Mystery. Oh, my. That's not the kind of druidry I practice, but you're free to screw your trees all you want, right? Oh, just think of the splinters, though. It's got to be difficult. Hello from India. Good to see our good Hindu friend here. Hindu's a huge portion of my audience. They love Shiva. Shiva always brings them here, right? And Parvati, always bringing them here. Glad to have you here. Bano Calmaster, good to have you here, our friend. And Justin Lee is here. Good to have you here. Please don't do your spam. You will be banned. Melvin from the space, you could keep your strange religion in space there. We're not interested. Or your politics. Shalom alaikum. Good to have you here. Adios. I've been very active in chat, but get no response. Well, I'm sorry, Denny. You have to understand. I have thousands of people here that make a conversation. I can only do my best. Now, if you want to talk to me, go to my Discord server, become a community member. You could send me a message, and I will certainly talk to you. In fact, after the show today, I will be on the Discord chat. If anyone wants to say hello, I'll be in there, which I do throughout the week. I'm on there after my shows to say, have a good day. I'm just on there for a few minutes. If you want to say hello, I'll be on Discord in that wonderful chat room. You can talk to me, right? Oh, let's see here. You got no response. Yeah. Let's see here. Yeah, Trampus knows all of the wonderful Hindu words. He's got lots of Shiva lingers at his house. Right. DD is here. Good to see you, DD7797. Good to see you again. Good to have you here. Let's see. You cannot responsibly keep talking about no politics, speaking the way you do, brother. Certainly I can't, because I know what politics are for. You do not. Politics is your tribalism, where you draw a line in the sand. You must choose or be defeated. That's your politics. Politics for me is, I have some good ideas that I think will help people. What do you think? Let's work together to make the world a better place. That's politics to me, not what you assholes do. We are always fighting with one another, feeding the archons that negative energy. Oh my, yeah. Please explain what this is. I can't. It's spiritual entertainment. That's the best I can do. Nothing more, nothing less here. 7 days a week, 2 hours every day I'm on here. Sometimes more, because I do evening shows as well. From my grove, I'll do a sundown stream at some point, probably next week, or sunrise. Gaming at nighttime. I think that's going to be a normal thing. We do games together. Twice a week, we're on here doing some type of game. And because we're hitting 50K this week, we are going to hit 50K this week, probably by Sunday. I'm going to have an all-day Dungeons and Dragons stream for your entertainment privilege, probably on a Sunday or a Saturday. If you want to be a part of that, you don't have to stay the whole day. You can come and go as you please, but I will be there until everyone dies or defeats the demagogue, because we're going to be doing Out of the Abyss, that module. It's an older module, and it's a lot of fun. I've ran that campaign probably about 5 or 6 years ago. It took my players about a year to get through, so we're going to fast track it. We're going to do just the best parts, and if you die, it's game over. If all the party is wiped, then that's how I am a dungeon master. I don't play the game where everyone wins. That's no fun. If the threat of dying should be a part of your game. If you're winning all the time, something is wrong, right? There should be some struggle, right? So that's how I'm going to do it. They will keep playing until they die or win. That's what we're going to have. That's going to be probably the first or second week of June. We're going to do that here for our community members only. But anyone can watch because it's going to be on all day long. We'll have a good time. Where are we at? Do I watch any shows? Yes. What did I watch yesterday? I watched there's this documentary on HBO about troubled child actors. And I was watching the life of Screech, this troubled individual. I mean, I thought he died of drugs. He died of cancer, right? He was struggling with a lot of things. I mean, if you watch Saved by the Bell, it's terrible. This Screech character, he is bullied like it's normal. Like this is a normal. I didn't know that watching it. Now I look back, I'm like, this is terrible how this person is being treated. My son today, he is going down to the office to face the music because he punched a bully in the face last week. We were out of town this weekend. Now he has to go. He's probably going to get suspended. I took him out to dinner for doing it because this kid was an asshole. He's always calling him gay. And I'm like, that's sexual harassment, right? He is harassing you. And you had a right to punch him in the face. And if those assholes teachers don't do anything, I don't care what they do. You did the right thing for me. And I supported him and I rewarded him for doing that. Oh, let's see here. Where am I at here? Bards are entertaining. Druids are honored for their creative talents. Yeah, the bards are really the foundation, right, of the Druidic tradition. The bards took over for the Druids in history. The bards became the priest. The bards became the prophet. The bard became the teacher. The bard became the voice engaging the culture that was around them, right? That's gay. Gay is fun, yeah. I would like to watch you guys play. You haven't played D&D yourself? Yeah, every Friday. This Friday coming up at 4:45 Eastern Standard Time is our campaign. The other games are random. Like yesterday, that was more of a narrated adventure, solo adventure. For not too much into the dice rolls, but just in the decision making. So I adapted for the audience. You rewarded Screech? No, my son. D&D Choose Your Own Adventure last night was fun. Yeah, that was. There's an old set of books from the 80s called the Endless Quest series, and they're a lot of fun. If you, I have on my bookshelf, I have a collection of Choose Your Own Adventure books, Which Way books that I've rescued from the 80s. Some of the pages are falling apart because they're so old, but that was my childhood. That was the only way I could read a book, was through that, because I was terrible at reading and writing until I was about 20 years old. The only thing I could handle was Choose Your Own Adventure, right? Is this Satanism related? It could be related to any way you want it to be. I don't care. That is the origin of an oral tradition of the Druids. Yeah, there's all kinds of traditions, and right? There's not a lot of historical evidence, but Druidry to me is a spirituality that's universal. There's a cultural Druid, and then there's the spirituality that is universal, that neo-Druids like ourselves try to live out, right? Thank you for the jewels. Let's see. You like three ways? Good for you. Let's see. The Choose Your Own Adventure. Please do more. Yeah. The next one will be Mountain of Mias. We did Dungeons of Dread yesterday. They didn't die, but they had a terrible ending, right? If you're in a D&D game, if you're just trying to survive, you're not going to get any reward, right? So the wizard didn't get slain, this evil wizard, but the group escaped, but they didn't have any loot or anything. It was kind of like, well, you're alive, but that's the game. You got to take risks. No risks, no rewards. You love me. Thank you, Renee Castro. I have many, many lovers here. Many, many lovers here. Anyone using reward, there's thousands of steps. I don't know what that is. You see a devil, oh no. Yeah, when I was a Christian, I started practicing Druidry. You could be any religion and doing it. I mean, I'm no longer a Christian, and I still practice it. But that's how I started out, right? Oh, man. You like avocados? Epic adventures like Beowulf. Now, there's all kinds of things based on Beowulf that are out there, right? I never really got into any of that stuff. Druids and witches are just freelance horticulturists and botanists. Yeah, this is true. My last for Beltane, I got together with my Druid friends, and I took one of them was giving a class in botany. I did an introduction to botany class at our Druid meeting last time, because she's like a scientist, and she's all into these plants and stuff. I'm like, I was amazed, some Druids are really into the science of it, right? For me, I'm more the entertainment branch, the satirist. There's lots of diversity in it. Trolls exist in D&D and in real life, yeah. I like the fun troll. I will certainly troll the table. People have watched it in my community. Everyone laughs when I amaze people. If you're a terrible dungeon master and I'm at your table, I'm going to have fun whether you like it or not. And I certainly did that. The last one my community members watched. We all had a good time. I was at this dungeon master. He was unprepared and boring. I'm like, well, we're not having that shit. And we had a good time. Everyone was laughing, right? Good morning, Opal Rose. Good to see you. Do I have a quest for me? Recognize how wonderful you are, how beautiful you are. Recognize your value. Remember your value. Recall it as you work through the day. You are wonderful. That's what you are. And don't let anyone tell you differently. That is your quest, my friend. Get help. What, for my erectile dysfunction? Do you have a way to cure it? Can you do the laying on of hands? You do some Pentecostal magic on it? Touch my pee-pee with your tongue speaking? Is that what you can do for it? Right? Let's see here. Let's see. Monsters and aliens are your favorite? Yeah, that's fun. Monsters and aliens. Telling people to find Jesus with evil in your name. Hilarious, right? Yeah. Yeah, it's no different than the D's nuts theologians that come on here. They got these perverted names and they're talking about Jesus loves you, right? Really ridiculous. Is this Satanist? What on here promotes any type of Satanism? Please tell me. What am I doing? I'm telling people you're loved by God, right? That you are worthy, that you have value. Isn't Satan like a thing that is into darkness and evil, right? Am I doing any of that? Good afternoon, Jay Jelich, 6693. Good to have you here. Let's see here. Smile and send love. Yeah. Sincerely, I am a Christian skeptic, and I hope you find Christ again. What makes you think I am not with Christ? Where is your evidence that I am against Christ? You're just being a dick with your religion. Skeptic, you're a dick. That's what you are. Let's see here. Need to give a GPS. Yeah. Let's see here. Always looking outwardly. Maybe try meditating and go within and listen for once. Yeah, this is important. What Trampus is saying here. You're not separated from the divine. And when you begin to look within yourself, you can see how wonderful you really are, right? Through that reflection, through that meditation. You've never been separated from God. Everything about you is wonderful. Everything is made for wonder. If you believe you are created by a deity, then you are created for great wonder. You have great purpose. You're not separated from God. Don't believe the lies of the Thalmor, the Christians. Let's see. Am I a wizard? I was last night when we were playing that D&D game book. Let's see. Christ never left our bard, or likewise. Yeah. I never left Christ. Yeah, thank you. The Pope of Dope here. He is a stoned again Christian. Would he be Christian enough for you? Right? He is the Pope of Dope. He promotes peace through reefers and says the good word of Jesus. He has wonderful Christian wrapping papers for his marijuana cigarettes. You know what you should do, Louis? You should go to out in your community, like at a grocery store, and hand out reefers for Christ. Put on their reefers, put them under people's windshield wipers and stuff like. They'll come out there. Oh, look, a joint. Oh, praise the Lord. Right? The gods must be crazy. Remember that movie from the 80s? The gods must be crazy. It was a reefer film where this plane dropped a huge thing of marijuana down on a tribe of people. And they're all getting high. Right? The gods must be crazy. Oh, my. Jesus is a prophet. I don't care what he is to you. I don't care. You look out of other eyes. Joints for Jesus today. JFJ. Yep. Blessed be. Grim. The Whiskiers. Good to have you here. Do I believe in the phoenix? Yeah, we all have to come from the ashes to rise above, right? It's a wonderful, my allergies. My nose itches sometimes. I have to go off to the side here. The itching. Oh, let's see here. What is your name? Joe Souls. Oh, my. Who is your God? My wife. She is my God. Oh, look, Viper is here, warning us of the Skibbity Toilets invasion. Everyone take cover. Get your shelters ready. The Skibbity Toilets are coming. They're coming. They are invading. They're coming down, making everything shitty for us. Yeah, your daughter could astral travel when she was little. She could see where we were and went out. And yeah, it's wonderful how certain children are quite sensitive, right? Isn't that a beautiful thing? Like I have a son. He is sensitive to the fairy folk. And he's like, they're being assholes again. They stole the stuff. They did that. He has conversations to them. Who do I pray to? Well, what do you mean by prayer? What do you mean by that? What does that mean to you? The phoenix is symbolic of transformation of the soul. Yeah, the phoenix is Caledon's cauldron, right? Caledon's cauldron is a phoenix, right? You got all this stuff that goes into it. It's the alchemical vessel. When you have an alchemy, you have the two coming together. What happens? They cease to be because something new is born, right? The hour. Pray to the sun. Praise the sun. That's for our wonderful sun faction in Dark Souls. Let's see here. God bless everyone else here. Thank you, Tiny Tim. God bless us all. And now eat your turkeys. You're going to take a dump in your cauldron? Well, that's not what it's for, right? You are free to do that yourself. You have some shitty deity that you worship. Right? Do 5 push-ups to prove you're a true mage. If I did a push-up, I would fall apart. I am an old and decrepit individual. I am incapable of doing anything without suffering terribly. This really is a walking stick for me because I cannot walk upright. I have terrible malfunctions throughout my body. Yeah, let's see. We did the tortoise already. You missed her. If you missed my tortoise, you can go to my tortoise cam playlist where you can see my tortoise and also my rabbits, who are great friends of the program here, right? You are ready for coming. Well, you are watching my OnlyFans simultaneously as you're watching this. Keep that perversion stuff for that channel. We'll try to have decent talk here for normal people, right? That's why I have it for people who like to get real perverted. I've created my OnlyFans page stream. Let's see here. Where are we at here? Oh, you used the wrong language there. Okay. Yeah, that happens when you're aroused. You mess up your words. The teachings of defecation. Yeah, well, I'm not your ass coach. What comes out of it? That's your achievement, not mine. I cannot give any advice for how you are to take a dump. That's not what I'm doing here, my friends. Be sure, look at, we made it to 100. Isn't that wonderful? And we got 10 minutes left. 10 minutes. 10 minutes of the bard left. And then I'm going to be on Discord if you want to say hello. I will be on there for a few moments to begin your day. Hello, bard, if you want. It's optional. You don't have to be there. It is all optional. Just to greet people. Let's see here. Cycles of darkness. Why is the deer riding a house? Is this some type of weird fetish? Yes, we are trying to promote interspecies love. Horses and deers. Yeah, that's it. It's a fetish. I like watching them, breed and stuff. Yeah. Oh, let's see here. Where are we at here? This guy is weird. I have to be. Would you watch if I was normal? Hello, everyone. Welcome to the stream today. Today we're going to talk about deers screwing horses and all of the wonders of interspecies procreation. You see, I cannot be normal, right? That's not funny, right? You have to be weird. Being weird is the only way. The weird rune is my favorite. I use my runes to help me make decisions. And yesterday I pulled the weird rune out. I'm like, should I do a Dungeons and Dragons stream tonight? Weird rune. I'm like, oh, I guess I'm going to do it. Time to be weird. Time to put on my wizard outfit. Right? You're normal. Natalie is normal. Yes. And a Reiki master. Right? I am not normal. And neither are you. You're named after pooping. I mean, that's unique, right? How to get money? Well, you can like and subscribe to the stream. That helps. That helps. And you can go to the join button there. Buy me a cup of coffee. Help a bard out. I do this for a living. I'm here every day. Think about all the entertainment. I do this probably just maybe, including the Dungeons and Dragons stuff, 40 hours a week. Without the D&D stuff, probably just 25 hours just for the spiritual entertainment element. This is a full-time job for me that I do here. And I live off the good graces of our people who become community members by just liking and subscribing because I get commercials, right? Oblivion soundtrack helps, yes. You are a person of culture. You know the power of Oblivion soundtrack, right? Yeah. I don't need blue pills anymore to arouse me. I just put the Oblivion music on. Takes care of it, right? The power of Oblivion music. You're back to work. You got to get that rent money. All right. Thank you for stopping in, friends. I'll be another 8 minutes or so to talk to you. And then I'll be on Discord to say hello. Yeah. Let's see here. I hear you're hiring. Yeah, certainly. You want to work for me? Lady Gaga. Yeah, she's an interesting person, right? Because she's about diversity, but she's part of a religion that is not for diversity, right? You remember when she went to church, all the Catholics were shitting their pants because the priest gave her communion. Oh, right? She's an interesting person. Do I have to pay national insurance? Not really. Best wishes to you, our good immortal observer within. Glad to see you in our community. One of these days, we're gonna. If you're here tomorrow, we'll get you in and sponsor you into our Discord server if you'd like. Send me an email. My email's in there about me. I like to, because you're here all the time, right? We appreciate you being here. Oh my God, it's a wizard. Yes, I am. It is I, the wizard. Hail Wotan. Yeah. Pentagrams and horned animals are fun. Yeah. Great for parties, certainly. Kiki, nice to see you. Hope you've been doing well. Yeah. You're dripping out there. You're dropping out. I hope you've been doing well. Yeah. Oh, let's see here. How do I get rid of the mandrakes in your backyard? I know they're always a nuisance, right? Because they're always screaming all the time, right? You have to make them precious promises like, I'm going to get you a special treat of fertilizer today. How about that? You got to make them happy. You got to appease the mandrake. You got to speak that special language to them. to make your mandrakes happy, right? That's how you do it. Christ has risen from the dead, trampling death by death. You are a good Eastern Christian friend. I used to be a clergyman in the Eastern Church. It's a beautiful, beautiful, if you go to an Eastern church during Easter time, Christ is risen from the dead, by death he trampled death, and to those in the tombs he is granted life. Yes, a beautiful. They're at the end of their cycle, right? Wasn't the Ascension recently? Easter's all over with, right? But I'm a retired Eastern clergyman, and I appreciate the Eastern Church. Yeah, it's got dogma. That's why I don't like it. But Jesus isn't come to pay off an angry God. If you're an Eastern Christian, right? He comes to save you from death. That's more of an appropriate mythology to me, saving you from death rather than saving you from the God, right? I used to have to sing the entire services when I would lead the people in worship, the entire chanting, the entire thing. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. I enjoyed that part of my life. It was very enjoyable. Yeah. Let's see here. Jesus Christ saves all. Well, so does Celadwin. Celadwin saved me from evil Christianity. You want to go, Pentecost is soon. Pentecost is soon. Yeah, the only time in the Eastern Church, you go to like other churches are always kneeling. The only time you kneel in the Eastern Church is at Pentecost, not to do penance, but to receive the Spirit, right? That's a beautiful tradition, right? Yeah, there's no kneeling. That guilt shit's for the Roman Church. The Eastern Church, they don't kneel, right? Jesus clankers are exhausting. Yeah. Some of them are good. Some of the ones that copy and paste, they are a nuisance, right? Right. A bard and a cleric enchanted. Yeah, why not? Why not, right? Yeah, the devil's going to break your chains loose. Oh, my. I've never seen a pentagram at a traditional church ever. Well, you haven't been to some of the most beautiful churches in the United Kingdom, the most ancient churches. They understand this is the 5 wounds of Jesus Christ. This is sacred geometry. It's used by many different religions and traditions. It's really a shame that Christian fundamentalists have made it into a sign of evil. This is such a fallacy, a false history. It is pure fanaticism. You could use anything for a dark symbol, like an upside down cross, for instance, right? You can use anything to promote evil. It's a shame that this sacred geometry has been used, and they make you afraid. They're trying to control you, is what they're trying to do. You don't have to be afraid of a pentacle or a pentagram. It all has purpose. It all has meaning in the context of the spirituality. Praise Celadwin, my friend. Necro impotence is here. Yeah, truly down. When you are turning into your rigor mortis, right? It continues on, right? You're finally stiff again. What's your specific spirituality? Druidry, modern Druidry. I am a member of the Order of Bards, Ovites, and Druids. That is my thing. Yeah. Christian fundamentalists didn't make a pentagram. It's a satanic symbol. Prove it. Prove it's a satanic symbol. Prove it. Let's see. Wake up science in real life has to take hold at some point. What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? Science in real life has to take hold by? I'm not interested in your real life. I want to live my life in the way. If I want to believe in the Easter Bunny, leave me the hell alone. It's my life. I'm not forcing you to believe in the Easter Bunny. I'm not a Christian. The Easter Bunny helps me to be a better. If my insanity makes me a better person, leave me the hell alone. Take your atheistic fundamentalist bullshit somewhere else. This is a problem with a lot of atheists. You leave fundamentalist Christianity. You leave the Christianity, you take the fundamentalism with you. And now you're out preaching atheism to people, trying to force it down your throat, just like you did when you were a Christian. Leave that shit behind. Who gives a shit what people believe in? Right? The pentagram is a symbol of the human body. Yeah, you certainly could come to that conclusion, right? And you look at Da Vinci, right? Some of his illustration, correct? Let's see. How do you tell a vampire to stop stealing the cattle? Well, you can't. Vampires will just do what they want to do, but you can trick them. Rub garlic all over your animals. That's what you need to do. Let's see. Rituals make you a better person. They certainly can. They can also do the opposite. Right? Rituals can make you a terrible person when you're enslaved. I'm not a ritual person myself. Very little ritual, because I had to do ritual all of my life. I hated doing it. When I left the church, when I was working in the church, I hated it. I mean, it was terrible. I don't like rituals, but they're good for community. They're good for bringing people together. You make whatever narrative that fits your argument. No one's arguing here. I'm an entertainer. I don't give a shit what you believe in. You atheistic fundamentalists, you're always trying to shove your non-religion down people's throat. Now, I have good friends that are on here right now who are atheists. They find value in the entertainment that I provide. Don't be a dick with your atheism. Let people do however they want to do their life. Don't force your beliefs on other people. Let's see here. What's this music stuff? This is oblivion, my friend. And we have come, my friends, look at this. We have come to the conclusion. I'll keep going here for a few more minutes. When it dips below 40, I'll call it a day. All right? You keep it above 40, I'll still be here. But when it dips, we'll call it a day. Lucifer said the fruit was good for food. Did he really? Was that really a Lucifer? I mean, how do you know that, right? No one is stopping or forcing anything. Yeah, you could be a dick as much as you want to be. I don't care. I don't care what you believe in. You love oblivion. You are a person of culture. Only people who know this music are true people of culture. Oblivion, right? How can I do fertility ritual with your wife? Now, that's a tricky question, right? Ultimately, the fertility, in whatever its form, right? In terms of, like yesterday was Mother's Day. I encourage people to go out and make people mothers on Mother's Day. This procreation is a lot of fun. It brings life into this world, right? And in terms of what you can do fertility, stop using your spouse as a sexual object. Learn to love them with your fertility. Learn to love them by giving yourself completely to the other person without requiring anything of them. Just give yourself, appreciate your other person with your body. That is the best type of fertility, when it is rooted in love rather than just your urges, right? You really want to love people in your bed chambers. You have to not use them as a sexual object. Hopefully that will help you with your fertility issue. Why do you do this? For money. Why else would I be here every day? You people pay me to be here. That is why I am here, for money. Why else, right? Why else would I be here? Jesus conquered death, defeated, and Kedadwin stirred her cauldron and gave us the hour. Yeah, big deal, right? Diego, you need the consent. Oh, no. Go, Diego, go. Oh, my. You're getting into some strange perversions now. That's not how I want to go back to Dora the Explorer. I don't want to make it a Spanish pornography. No, thank you. No, thank you. Yeah, my kids watched all of that stuff. I would like to know the core beliefs of Druidism. There is none. There's no dogma for Druids. It's just an earth-based form of spirituality. It's recognizing that within you and in the world you live is everything you need. It's everything wonderful. It's learning to tap into that web of life, to draw your purpose and being out of what is rightfully yours, and to lead everything else into what you have. That's about it, right? It's just earth-based spirituality. You could be any religion and practice it. It's a wonderful tradition. Let's see. Paul, hi, nice to see you. Hector, how have you been? Good to see you, Hector. Always nice to see our good friend Hector here for your spiritual entertainment. I'm going to be here as long as this says 40. I will be here. Once it goes down into 30s, I'm going to call it a day because I've run out of water. At some point, I have to retire here. But I will give you the benefit. You keep this above 40 by putting those little hearts off the side, commenting, subscribing, liking. I will remain here with you. There it goes. All right, my friends. We've been here for a few hours. I've really enjoyed my time with you. Look at him. He's calling me a clown. Oh, poor little atheist butthead. Oh, that's so sad. Let me give you a virtual hug. Oh, look at that. So sad. Look at you, poor little thing. Right? Look, atheist fundamentalism is no different than Christian fundamentalism. It's really a derangement syndrome that these people have, always trying to force their ideas onto others, right? If your ideas make you a better person, if believing in Santa Claus is helpful to you, I want to support you. I want you to be all you can be as a human being. I don't care what you believe because I am happy with what I am and what I have. I don't need to force it on other people. You're really revealing your insecurity. You must not be an atheist because you have to force it on other people in order to be an atheist. Why can't you just be happy with your non-religion? Why do you need to go around? You don't see Richard Dawkins coming on YouTube and whining about why people believe in a religion, do you? Right? Because Richard Dawkins is secure in his understanding of the world. He doesn't need to go and whine about it everywhere, right? Usually people whining come to him, right? All right. I will be back here tomorrow, probably around 10:30. I should finish my doctor's appointment in the morning, and I will return to you tomorrow. This Friday, our D&D game is returning, and maybe Wednesday or Thursday or Tuesday night, we'll do an online game together here in the evening time. Good to be with you. I'll be on Discord now if you want to say hello. You want to become a Discord member, there's a join button. Buy me a coffee. You'll get a link in the members only tab to join our Discord community. I hope you all have a good rest of your day.